On up the court. That one goes. Count it. Cannon's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Ezail Iverson on the wing. And there's the feed to Okafor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Howard. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Rockets making a switch here. Montiunas has checked in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season. After all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around, they settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
The 76ers trail by 6. Now here's Iverson. Over to the wing. Here's Cannon. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Cannon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Harden. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Well, you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
To the right side. There's Cannon with the 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets leading by 7. Harden outside. To the inside. Ariza, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny. And guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity. And Okafor with the block. Iverson against Jones. Knocked loose. Boozer passes to Okafor. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Yeah, inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
Harrell, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40. Mostly because he only took 3s, or so it appeared. it's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the miss by Terrence Jones. And Lawson gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And that's now 6 points for Lawson.
And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
So it's the Rockets now after the Sixers pick up 2. Harden with it. Boozer picks him up. Harden draws the double. Here's Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Iverson outside. Pick by Okafor. Off the screen. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Allen Iverson.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now Iverson. James Harden missing on the 3. Cannon kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Cannon. A 3 ball. Cannot hit. And Houston the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lawson dishes to Harden. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. Down low. And Harrell slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and inexperience of this team.
Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson.
And for the 76ers, they weren't a good shooting team in general. And on the road, it got real ugly. They shot under 40% as a team on the year away from home.
Here's Cannon. Boozer a screen on Ariza. Pass to Okafor. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
For the Sixers, just a brutal start to last season. 17 straight losses. They did get their first 4 wins of the season as a road team, though. As bad as they were on the road, at least they had that going for him. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And here is Iverson. Shoots off the screen, and that one goes long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
On the basket by Jones.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Carlos Boozer. Iverson outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some good numbers for Iverson. 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Good on both. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Now Harden.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Now here's Iverson. Out to the wing. Here's Covington. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
To the middle. Capella with the bucket.
I love the low post attack on that one.
The 76ers trail by 7. Down low. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Jones. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And that one falls for Jones. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Allen Iverson on the wing. Noel, a screen on Harden. Nice job coming off that screen.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
He feeds it to Beverly. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. That one misses for Jones. Philadelphia with the ball, trailing by 10. Lets it go from deep, and Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist by Cannon. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Noel, a screen on Beverly. Roten. The three-pointer, no good. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
You know, we got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Terrence Jones. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.